My friends, it is time for an intervention. Do you write Etsy titles that look like this? If so, I am here to tell you to stop doing this. What are you going to stop doing? You're going to stop repeating words in your titles. Yes, I do not want to see the same word repeated more than once in your title, and neither does Etsy. And let me explain why. In order to understand why this is an absolute waste of time, you need to understand how Etsy search works. Now, I have a video which I will link to here that goes into every single thing that is involved in ranking your shop and your listings on Etsy. I will not go into all of those details in today's video, but you need to understand two parts of the process, and they are query matching and ranking. Okay, number one is query matching. This is a scenario. Somebody types words into a search bar. Say they type oxidized sterling silver rings into the search bar. Etsy will then query match that search with every single listing on the platform, and they will look for those four words: oxidized sterling silver ring, and they will bring up every single listing that has that word, one of those words, anywhere in the title, the description, the tags, the attributes, or the category of that listing. So this is step one, query matching. Step two is ranking, and this is where the real magic happens. This is when Etsy decides who shows up at the top of search for that particular customer, because you need to understand and remember, everybody sees a different search result depending on heaps of different factors. There is no such thing as one search result anymore. Okay, so Etsy will then decide where to show each of those listings that has shown up in the query matching section of the search, where they will rank it for that particular customer in their search results. So where your listing shows up is based on numerous things that I explained in that other video, including your listing quality score, and also the relevance. And that's what it comes down to mostly. And that's what you can control, is the relevance of your listing to that person based on the keywords that you have provided. But today we are looking at your title specifically. So let's talk about how to make your title the best it can be so it will show up as the most relevant. And this is where people are getting this wrong. They are thinking that I want to show up as relevant for all of these keywords. So they write titles like oxidized sterling silver ring, men's ring, wedding ring, eco-friendly ring. See, I'm using the word ring over and over again because what you're doing is you're writing each of those keywords, and yes, they are technically keywords. Each of those phrases is a keyword that you can rank for, but what you don't need to be doing is repeating the word ring over and over again. It's already there. You have already shown up for the search ring because it's already in your title. Now, yes, if I had put at the beginning, or actually anywhere in my title, the words oxidized sterling silver ring together in that order, my listing will show up as more relevant than someone who has used those four words in their title in a different order. But by repeating those keywords with that word in it, ring, over and over again, you are wasting space that you could be using to show up in more queries. The more keywords, different keywords you can get in your title, the more queries you will match with, and so therefore the more search results you will show up in. So what we're doing here is finding a balance between showing up in as many queries as possible while also having ranking for the most relevant keyword. This is where you need to understand your main keywords or key phrases that you are trying to rank for, and make sure you do actually write them in the right order in your title and tags and description. The keywords you are trying to rank for should be in your title, ideally in the order. But what you want to do is go, okay, I want to rank for the keyword oxidized sterling silver ring, and then I want to chuck a whole bunch more keywords and key phrases in there that I could potentially show up in other searches for. Now, does it matter where those keywords are in your title? No and yes. Etsy has said that it does not matter for search rankings where those key phrases or keywords are in your title. What it does matter for, however, is your customers who are actually looking at the title. Remember, when they're looking in search, they don't see the whole title. They only see the beginning of the title. Therefore, again, you want to put the most relevant and descriptive keyword at the beginning of your title so that when people are scanning through search results, they see the description that most matches what they are looking to buy at the beginning of the title. The goal is to show up in as many different searches as possible and then be as relevant and rank as high as you possibly can in those search results. But by repeating words over and over again in your titles and your tags, you are severely limiting the number of searches you will show up in. So always default back to the good old question, what would somebody type in the search bar to find this thing that I am selling? And you want to make those your main keywords that you are targeting. And then you want to go out from there and work out what other keywords people will be, again, typing in the search bar to potentially find what it is you are selling. If you would like some help doing that brainstorming and working out, I have a free download. It is the Etsy Keyword Planner. I ask you a bunch of questions that will spark ideas for keywords for your products. I will leave a link to it in the description below and you can go download that for free right now. Bonus, the first 3 people to comment below with a link to their Etsy listing and with their title in the comment and say, hey Jess, how could I improve this title? I will actually respond and give you my advice on how you could improve that title. So if you're watching this early, getting quick, pop your comment below. I want you to write what your current title is. Give me a link to your listing and I will go have a look and give you some suggestions on how to improve your title. If you enjoyed this one, you know what to do. Thumbs up. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed so you don't miss my future videos on how to have a thriving and profitable handmade business and a successful Etsy shop. I'm going to link right here to that video I mentioned earlier that will take you through and teach you every single thing, including 1 or 2 things you've probably never heard of that affect your Etsy rankings. So check that one out next. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.